the sports podcast with the youngest, most daring, intrepid, gutsy, fearless host on the planet. Get ready for Jake's Takes. Here's Jake.
My guest today is a star safety for the Philadelphia Eagles. He played college ball at the University of Virginia, and his 11 interceptions tied him for number 10 all-time in the program's history. In 2015, he signed a contract with the Minnesota Vikings and proved to everyone the star that he is. In 2019, he had a breakout season and led all safeties with 6 interceptions. He recorded a then-career best 60 total tackles and was a leader for a stellar Vikings defense. And in 2020, he joined the Philadelphia Eagles. It's my absolute honor to welcome to Jake's Takes starting safety for the Philadelphia Eagles, the one and only Anthony Harris. What's up, Anthony? How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm doing well. Good to be on here.
Yeah, I gotta give a huge thank you to Paige. She helped me so much to set this up. So thank you, Paige. It was really nice of you. Yeah. So how's the offseason?
That's awesome.
Relaxing and well?
Yeah, it's going well. I'm down here in Virginia now, hanging out with my family. I've had some time in the sun, but spending some time with the ones that I love right now.
Yeah, but you ready to you're just gonna be like, nope, Super Bowl Sunday on, or are you just gonna be like Super Bowl Sunday?
No, I think I found a place, get around some friends, some loved ones, get some nice food, and sit back and get ready to enjoy the show.
Oh, you give to be in that Super Bowl right now, be honest.
Oh, man, that's the dream. That's the dream. And the opportunity to be playing in NFL on the biggest stage with their people who I enjoy grinding, working hard with all year, and to get to that last dance. That's one that I'm excited and I'm still chasing.
Okay, so that's the dream of every NFL fan. So I kind of got that same dream. So you started your NFL career in Minnesota, which is not a small sports town. You got the Minnesota Wild, you got the Minnesota Timberwolves, the Minnesota Twins, and of course the Minnesota Vikings. And there's tons of different amazing college programs. But now you're in Philadelphia, which is a whole new ballgame. The fans in Philly are known to be just insane. Can you tell me about the fans?
Oh, yeah. Being in Philly for this past year, very exciting. I think that was the one thing that I was most excited about was the opportunity to get in front of that fan base. A lot of times they get the talk of, being the biggest hecklers, and being the toughest on the players. I think that that's an honor, to be in a position where people care so passionately about, the sport that they play and they cheer with that type of passion is huge. So I was excited for it, and it was a challenge that I embraced. It's just one of those things where I thought it makes you, think that much and hold yourself that much more accountable. So, when you step on the field, you're prepared. So regardless of what happens, you feel prepared, you feel confident in going out there and playing and trying to have success.
Do you feel you would have beat the Bucs if Nick Sirianni wouldn't have sat you guys in the 17th week?
Oh, you're talking about do you think we would have beat the Bucs, or do you think we would have beat Dallas?
No, do you think you would have beat the Bucs or do you think you would have made a run if you guys would have just been in it?
No, I think that we're all professionals. I don't think that decisions that are being made like that really mean anything. I think everybody on the team just approached the week like professionals, excited, getting ready to go, doing what they have to do physically, mentally, to get ourselves prepared to play a game. We didn't get the result that we wanted. There's some things that people probably wish that they could have back, a play here and a play there, but that happens all the time. Like even if you win a game, you can still go back, look at the tape, and see that you didn't play a perfect game.
Okay, so you follow other sports? Like, are you a Sixers fan?
Yeah, I follow the Sixers a little bit.
So what do you think about Ben Simmons?
I think he's in a tough situation right now. You know, to be in the situation he is one that's probably very unique. I think you'd have to be very close to him and around him to really understand what he's going through. But at the end of the day, I'm hoping, it all works out well for him, that he, continues to develop his game. He continues to get in a better place and ultimately, is able to find his way and work himself into a position where he's happy, he can play, and he's loving the game. So I hope it works out well for everybody that's involved.
Yeah, I mean, the Sixers are good this year. Well, anyway, we got to go to football. I mean, like, yeah, I got to go football. The Eagles have a really exciting team right now. And I'm like, their offense is like, it's surrounded by quarterback Jalen Hurts, who's very good, and first round wide receiver Devontae Smith. And I'm excited to watch you guys continue to build. What do you think the Eagles as a team have to focus on to get better, to go to the next level?
I think it's just taking it one day at a time. Continuing to develop, everyone that's involved at each position, continuing to look at each aspect and just taking it one day at a time, not really setting too high expectations, but, knowing where you want to go. But after you make that decision on this is where we want to go, just figuring out how you get there. And then that's just, improving one day at a time, continuing to learn from your mistakes, continuing to learn from when you do well, not getting too high, not getting too low, continuing to just like uplift one another regardless of what's going on or how you perform. It's just all about, pumping positivity and doing what you have to do to get the best results and get the best out of the players.
Okay, so I want to talk to you about Jalen Hurts for a second. And guys like him. It's like amazing. There's some amazing dynamic rushing quarterbacks in the league, and Jalen Hurts is definitely one of them. You basically, like, you have to have a mobile QB. Like, we see it with Jalen Hurts, like I just said. See it with Lamar Jackson, who's just tearing up the league. See it with Kyler Murray and so many others. How nice is it to have Jalen on your team? Defending these guys must be a nightmare, no?
Yeah, it's tough. Being a defensive back, it's already a tough position to play. You're out there a lot of times one-on-one with some of the best athletes in the world. As tough as it can be from that standpoint. So you have to, obviously work on your craft and do what you have to do in terms of technique and your physical ability to be successful. So I think if you had a quarterback, like Jalen, who can, throw the ball, does well in the pass game, but then has the ability to run with his legs, it just adds so much more pressure to the defense. It can really wear out a defense with his ability to buy time in the pocket. So not just from a secondary standpoint, but from the defensive line having to, chase on a play that may normally be 7 seconds, he's extending it to 10 and 14 seconds. That's like it can wear him down over time. So having a guy like that on your team can be very beneficial and very dynamic player for sure.
I love having a guy. Like, I love those type of players. By the way, if you had to pick one quarterback that's the hardest to defend against, who would it be? Ooh.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure the hardest one would be picking one. I think they all add a little different dynamic. But if I'm going to pick one, I think I'd probably have to pick that guy who just announced he was going to retire a few weeks ago. Tom Brady's definitely, I think, one of the best, if not the best quarterback to play the game. I just think his ability to, still drive the ball downfield and his just knowledge of the game, he always makes it tough with just adjustments and different things like that. So he's definitely a great player, but I mean, there's a ton of really good players in this league.
Yeah, like, what was it like having to defend against him?
It was fun. It was fun. I think that's the part of the game that I enjoy the most. It's just the chess moves within the games, like always trying to be one step ahead of your opponent, always trying to, counter what they're doing. I just think the game within the game is what really makes it fun. Outside of, the running around, the tackling, the making plays, the excitement of, celebrating stuff with your teammates in between plays. I think that's all great, but I just think like that mental pieces in the game is just awesome.
Okay, so Anthony, you have a pretty amazing story. You got injured in college and unexpectedly went undrafted. And then you signed with the practice squad for the Vikings and eventually starting. And then you became the top safety in the league and led the NFL in interceptions. I gotta hear how you were able to believe in yourself and become one of the most incredible safeties in the league today. Is Fred VanVleet stealing your mojo?
Oh, that's a good one, man. Nah, but I don't know, just staying focused. And then just always remembering, where I'm at, where I'm headed, who's been my source, and just, giving me strength and being supportive and really helping me through any adversity that I had to face. So when I came in the league, it was just all about, not really focusing on where I was drafted, but, focusing on the things that I could control, being grateful for the opportunity, and really just doing everything that I could to go out and prove not only to other people, but to myself, what I could do. So, I mean, it's not the easiest, but I think you always just got to continue to believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, you definitely can't count on really anybody else. So I think it just really just starts with you believing in yourself and putting in the work to try and get where you want to go.
So when you were on the Vikings, you played alongside one of the best safeties in the league, Harrison Smith. How do you look back on your time with Harrison and with the Vikings?
It was a great time. Having a guy like that who been in the league a very long time, had a lot of success. It was nice to learn from him, learn from other players. There are a ton of good veterans on that team with good leadership who kind of showed me the way in terms of just being able to prepare yourself week in, week out, thinking about what you want to do in the off season, how you want to work, how you want to prepare. So that experience there was, one that I definitely learned from and helped me grow a lot. So being able to reflect over that is a situation I definitely appreciate. Being part of that organization for 6 years and playing alongside a guy who has had a lot of success in the NFL as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty good mentor, am I right?
Oh, yeah. We're pretty good friends. We would just share stuff during the week leading up to the games on what we saw, what we thought, and to, look out for each other, being back there, whether it's from safety tan with the corners or other people on defense. It's all about just having each other's back on. We tried to do that each time we stepped on the field.
So this coming Sunday is Super Bowl Sunday. The Rams against the unexpected Bengals. Okay, let's be real here, Anthony. Let's be real. All credit to the Bengals so far, but they aren't nearly one of the best football teams in the league. That's why I love football, though, because oh my gosh, anything can happen. Are there any players on either team that you are pulling for?
I think I'd have to take a look, just look at the roster, see if there's any players on there that I know, went to school with or spent time training with. I'm not really sure who I'm pulling for right now. I'm just really pulling for a good game, one that's really competitive, a lot of excitement, and I'm just excited to see what's going to happen.
Who you picking to win?
I don't know. Still up on the fence. I think the Rams have a ton of talent. They're really explosive, but I don't know. It's something about the Bengals. Joe Burrow's doing this thing at quarterback. Really exciting, really explosive. He's got some good weapons at receiver. He's got Joe Mixon in the backfield with the run game. Play calling's been looking pretty good. and defensively they've been playing really tough and really physical. So it's hard to really say. I'm not going to make any predictions because I don't want to make a wrong prediction. I'm all about winning. But I'm excited to watch.
I'm also excited to watch this Super Bowl. Last question, and I left the best for last. You started the Anthony Harris Foundation, and you described your foundation as a way to empower youth through sports, through education, and through mentorship. Tell me about the foundation and how I can get involved to help out.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. So I started the foundation this past year. I wanted to create a foundation where I could help give back to the youth in a number of different ways. We started off this past year with back to school drive, getting the school supplies for individuals and going back to school. We had some food gathering to try to, provide meals for different families who needed it, whether it was from foster care or impoverished families, and then just doing different things through the holidays. So we definitely be grateful if you could, share, the platform with us and, giving us the opportunity to join here. People can check us out at my website, theanthonyharris.com. And also the foundation is the Harris Foundation. We're just doing what we can in whatever communities we can get into. And that's all it's about, is just uplifting individuals and trying to help out the children of the future.
Anthony, mad respect for you taking time to join me today on Jake's Takes. And I love my NFL football. So talking to a star safety was pretty incredible. Did you enjoy our time today?
Oh, yeah, man. I appreciate you having me. It's been a fun one. I'm going to have to check out some more of your episodes and check out your following.